Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes, and today I am going to be showing you how to make apple pie bars. Very delicious, very simple, and trust me, you will love them. They are just amazing and kind of like a simpler take on making an apple pie. I guess the flavors would be the same, textures definitely different, but most definitely going to be a crowd pleaser. So for the actual streusel, we will be needing here these ingredients, and for the filling we will be needing these. So let's go over the streusel ingredients, which will be for the bottom of our apple pie bars and to sprinkle on the top of our apple pie bars as well. Okay, so here we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Inside I have added 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Here we have 1/3 a cup of butter that I have cubed to make sure it's cold out of your fridge. You don't want to use soft butter in this recipe. Here we have 3 tablespoons of melted butter. I have 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream and 3/4 cups of brown sugar. So this is our streusel recipe. Now to move on to our filling, we have 4 cups of diced apples. I am using the red delicious apples. You can use any apple of your choice, it's totally fine. So we need 4 cups of that. Here we have 1/3 a cup of sugar, regular granulated sugar. Here we have 1½ tablespoons of cornstarch, and we also have 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. We also have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and here we have 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream as well. Now for this recipe we are only using heavy whipping cream and not milk, but say you don't have any on hand, you can most definitely use table cream, you can use 1/2 cream, or you can even use regular milk and it'll work out fine. But I find that the heavy cream actually gives it that extra creamy texture. It's just perfection. But you can most definitely switch it up to those options that I gave you. So you're also going to be needing a springform pan, a 10-inch springform pan, and I'm going to be grabbing that, and then we will work on our streusel topping and bake. Okay, so now for our streusel, we are going to add in our dry ingredients here: flour, cinnamon, and salt. We are going to just give this a whisk here with our whisk, just to make sure we have everything incorporated together here. Okay. Now we're also going to add in our brown sugar. All right. We're going to give that another dry mix here. Okay. We'll also add in our heavy cream. Okay. And now we're going to add in our cold cubed butter. Now you can use a pastry blender for this, but I'm just going to use my clean hands to mix this together, and we're going to mix it until it resembles thick crumbly sand kind of texture. I will show you what it looks like as soon as we get there. Okay, so as you can see, it's almost like a crumbly thick sand here mixture. You can almost bring it together. That's exactly how you want it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my melted butter and I'm just going to place it all over the mixture. Okay, and then we'll mix again. Okay, so now we're going to reserve about 3/4 cups of this mixture, and we're going to set it aside. Now make sure you have your oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside. And now we're going to take our 10-inch springform pan, and we're gonna place the streusel topping that we have here in our bowl onto the bottom of our springform pan. Okay, and with our hands or a spoon or a measuring cup, whatever you have and whatever you find easier, we are going to press it into the bottom of our pan. Just make sure it's evenly pressed throughout the pan. Now I'm going to place this on a baking sheet and into my preheated oven for 15 minutes. Okay, so now for our apple filling, we are going to, in a nice clean bowl, place our apples. Now into my apples, I did add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Initially, when I actually cut them up, just so they wouldn't darken as quick. So into our apples here, we're going to add in our dry ingredients here. Okay. Right. We're going to add in our sugar, our vanilla, right, and our heavy cream. And we're going to mix this until all of our apple pieces are all mixed in this mixture. Okay, so our apple pie bars crust baked for 15 minutes, and now we're going to take our apple mixture that we just prepared, and we're going to pour it right over our hot crust. Okay, so after you have completely covered your crust with your apple filling mixture, we're going to take our reserved streusel that we reserved from the bottom of our crust that we set aside initially, and we're going to just place it evenly and gently over our apple filling here. Make sure that you do not close your oven. You continue to have it on at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, because we will be placing this back into our oven for about 35 minutes. And now we'll place this into our oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to bake this deliciousness for about 35 minutes. Once you notice that the top of your streusel is becoming a nice golden brown, you will see it is ready to be removed out of the oven. Okay, so my apple pie bars were in the oven for exactly 35 minutes. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a butter knife and very gently run it around the edges, holding your pan with a cloth or some heat-safe gloves, and just gently loosen everything from the pan. Okay, seems like it looks good. Now I'm going to leave this in my pan for about 10 minutes, and then we are going to release our springform pan and place it on a nice platter. Okay, so my apple pie bars have been cooling for exactly 10 minutes, and now I've placed them on a platter and we're going to release our springform pan. I just wanted to show you guys, look how golden the top is. This is exactly what you want it to look like. You have little apple pieces with some golden brown color. Your streusel topping is nicely golden brown. It's just perfection. It's just perfect. Okay, so now it's time to release our pan here. Okay. All right. Look at that. Okay, so now we are ready to cut a slice. Okay, so now it's time to try this deliciousness. Look at this. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. It tastes exactly like an apple pie in a bar form. It's perfection. What can I say? The recipe is just perfect, and I do highly recommend you guys try this recipe. It is so amazing. We're at the perfect time of year, apple season, and it is the perfect time to make these delicious apple desserts. Now, as I said, you can use any type of apple that you like, and it will turn out perfect, and I promise you. So I'm going to continue eating my apple pie bar here, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give us a nice big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. Share the recipe and the video with your family and friends, and just enjoy it. So I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye everyone.